GMFE, I be juice. I be the juice in me, heard this beating going crazy. The swear's going crazy. I pay you on daily.
Sir, yes, sir. Welcome back to now the second episode. The first episode was on KO Sports Talk page. The second episode of the Main Event Podcast of the 2022 Bears season. Man, what's going down with you, Kofi?
You already know, man. Like I said, I just finished playing Mega Man X4, man. Great game. I like nostalgia games, but yeah, man, let's talk about the Bears and the Packers, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we is talking about, the week 2 matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Of course, we both know that Chicago Bears won their first game. Shocking just about everybody. I think probably only me and you and probably a handful of people thought that the Bears was actually going to beat the 49ers. You know, I just go based off of history that when it's week 1 through 4, that's when the weaker teams got a chance to steal one from the better teams. You know, the great teams probably will wind up whooping over the worst teams, but the worst teams probably be one that give them hell. And Bears gave them hell down the stretch. The weather gave both teams hell down the stretch, and the Bears was able to come out with that victory. But now what's going on, Mike? What's going down? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? You know how it is, man. We talking about the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers, and to jump things off, Kofi, what you think about this matchup between the Bears and the Packers?
I think this is going to be a great matchup. Two teams, two rivalries. In recent memory, of course, the Green Bay Packers, they've dominated the rivalry. I mean, the last 30 years, to be honest. I mean, we were pretty competitive in the 2000s, but, ever since Roger took over, I mean, it's pretty much been one-sided. The Bears, they're going to have their work cut out for them. I mean, whether you like it or not, like we get it. Rodgers, he doesn't have the receivers he had in the past, but, Rodgers is still Rodgers, man. Like, you cannot take this team lightly, the Packers, man. Like, Matt Eberflus, he's going to have to really get his players, like, locked in for this game, because we already know what Rodgers can do, man. Like, he can like slice and dice up defenses, man. Like, I mean, I can go in recent history, man. 4th and 8, the Chicago Lambeau Field massacre in 2014. I don't even want to remember those games, bro. Like, I don't even like talking about it.
2014 was
and
a
of
whole
course
massacre.
last year, the infamous "I own you." Like, you know how angry I was last year when he said "I own you." Even though he's right, he does own us, but
I actually wasn't angry about that. That was one of the few moments that I actually liked Rodgers for that. I was like, oh, okay, you got some nuts in there. I'm surprised.
I was because
try to kill his ass.
I was because he came to our stadium, right? I mean, it'll be one thing if he did in Lambeau Field, but the fact that he did at Soldier Field, like, that made me so angry, because how can you allow one of your most hated rivals to come to your stadium and say that I own you, and you guys don't do nothing about it and lose that game? I mean, the Bears, they're going to have a fire lit under them. And one of the things, in order to contain Aaron Rodgers, is that they got to control that B gap, because Aaron Rodgers, especially when he's trying to escape out the pocket, usually he goes out the B gap, right where the left guard, or the left guard and the left tackle is. He usually gets out the B gap, usually goes downfield, looks downfield to find his open receiver. They're gonna have to contain him, like keep him in the pocket, and not only that, they're gonna have to contain both of those running backs, and AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. Last game, Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon, they were pretty much the offense, like last week. Like, their wide receivers weren't really doing anything. Christian Watson was dropping passes. Romeo Doubs, like, he made some decent catches, but at the same time, like, he was dropping some passes. Randall Cobb was pretty much just a non-factor. It was pretty much just their running backs and AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones, who are pretty much just pretty much holding it down on the offense. So the Bears, they're gonna have to really contain the run game. They're really gonna have to really bait Aaron Rodgers into throwing the ball more and just controlling that B gap, man. Because I mean, this team, man, I don't like this team, man. They just give me headaches, man. They piss me off, bro.
Okay, before I start, I just want to say right off the back, I'm going back through the comments. Hey, bro, that's good, Mike. 5 birdies today playing on the River Point Country Club. That's beast mode. That's my guy, Mike. I've known him for 3-4 years now. Man, time be flying. He a cool guy, man. He actually the one that I started the podcast with originally.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the originals that I did the podcast with way in the beginning. Then
earlier
shit
YouTube
happened.
days.
Yeah, then things happen. He be working, I'll be working, and then other situations we ain't gonna talk about. But yeah, it was he's one of the original producers and all that stuff that was on her. And what's good, YTC CG?
What's up,
What's
guys?
going
What's
down
good?
with you? CG, hope you win your bet too. He said win the bet, KO.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I made a bet with this one Packers fan that if the Bears win, then he's gonna have to say the Bears are the greatest organization in the world. He's gonna have to make a video about that, and he's gonna have to throw a pie in his face.
Damn. I don't know if you should. No. See, okay. Damn. Now, I definitely hope you win that bet. Just to kind of
He's
he
a
can't play
cocky
Herbert
Packers
over
fan.
Montgomery. Herbert cannot pass block.
You know what this guy called me?
Well,
you know what he called me?
What?
He called me Norbit. He called me Norbit.
Oh damn! You sure? What do you look like? What do you look like?
It was funny though. I liked it.
So then we can cut up on him.
My bad. Yeah.
No. You good? You good? I said I did what we look like so that we can go to this page and cut up on that man all day, every day. Every day. He'll been block me. He'll be sick of me. No, but CG, you can't play Herbert over Montgomery. Herbert, he benefited from having big holes at that time. Each time he got the ball, just so happened to open up them holes. Montgomery, yes, he's quicker. He's a little bit faster than Montgomery. Montgomery is a more powerful runner. He will break more tackles, and he can pass block. Khalil Herbert cannot pass block to save his life.
He can't.
Let me tell you that right now.
But he does fit this offense, though. He does fit this wide zone offense because he can make those. He can make those. He can make those quick slants. He has a lot of quickness that can go. And he can go through those holes, through the A gap and those B gaps. He can definitely go through those, as opposed to David Montgomery. David Montgomery is more of like a power back, but he's great at blocking though, and he's great in the passing game.
Right now, yeah, he's definitely got way better hands than Khalil Herbert too. That's
way better hands than Khalil Herbert.
Now Khalil Herbert is more of a, even though he can run through the A and B gap, he's more of a C gap through outside runner. That's where his bread and butter really is at. On those stretch plays where he can read the line and then cut up the field and then cut it back. I'm not saying David Montgomery can't do that, but David Montgomery is more of a gap, B gap, sometimes C gap type of runner. So just to let you know that. Oh, okay.
To me, he's more of a power runner than me. He's more of like a power runner.
Yeah, he a power. He reminds me of A-Train with more speed.
Right.
And better
hands.
Khalil
Herbert, he's mostly just like a quick runner. Like he can cut through those holes. Like he's not like as strong as David Montgomery. David Montgomery is strong. Like he's strong.
Oh yeah, he gonna run like he'll
run you down. Mm-hmm.
He said rub his belly too. What the?
Yeah, rub his belly.
Oh, the bet. That's why I'm like, rub his belly.
Yeah, rub his belly.
Oh, he a depressed looking minor who was a Packers fan. Damn, fuck him, man. Don't fuck him. What's good, David? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, we running through it. Everybody on here, that's what I'm talking about. Keep showing support, guys. Keep,
I was
keep
gonna
showing
ask you,
support.
Jonathan, what are your three keys for the Bears to beat the Green Bay Packers, my dude?
Hey, man, I don't even have to think about it. It's based on what I evaluated from the last game.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive line has to play better. Justin Fields have to get rid of that ball hell of a lot faster, and that defense has to stop the run. And that's just thinking about it right off the top of my head. That's the three main things that the Bears have to do because they allowed 166 rushing yards last week.
That's
That's one of the main
unacceptable.
things, right? That's one of the main things that kept the 49ers in the game until the end.
And they won the time of possession because of that too.
Exactly. Justin Fields held on the ball too long a few times. A few times. Oh, and just the bonus one too. He has to take the check downs. He had guys open in the check down, and
Yeah.
if he would have just checked it down to Cole Kmet on that
Mm-hmm.
one play, he don't throw that pick. Stop holding on to that goddamn ball and give it to your damn check downs immediately.
Facts.
Stop doing the bullshit.
Facts.
Other than that, the Bears defense in terms of pass rush did well. They have to if they stop the run, it should make it easier to stop the pass.
Right.
Period.
Right. My
Oh,
my
definitely
my
Zach
three
Rogers.
my three keys is, yeah, of course. They definitely got to stop Green Bay's running game, because if they allow Green Bay's running game to keep a steady pace, or they keep like slicing and dicing up that defensive line, they're gonna have a long day, because you already know, like I said, Rodgers, we already know what he can do, especially during with the play action. Like, he's very, very effective when it comes to the play action. And so if you're able to contain that run game, you're able to make them one dimensional. And that's what we have to do. When you make them one dimensional, you can get home to Rodgers, just like what happened last week. Minnesota's front seven, they were able to get home to Rodgers very, very quickly, because even Rodgers, when I look at Rodgers, sometimes he does kind of hold the ball, and when you get pressure in his face, what I've noticed lately about Rodgers is that when you get pressure in his face, he tends to panic very quickly, and so when you get to his face, he's gonna start getting a little antsy, and he's gonna start to panic. He's gonna get frustrated. That's what you're gonna have to do in order to frustrate him. And we know that Minnesota's front seven isn't all that great compared to the Bears, you know, because they're already missing David Bakhtiari and Elton Jenkins, and they're possibly
Which
gonna
that
miss
helps
this
the
game.
Bears. But
Yeah, they're possibly gonna
that
miss
helps
this
the Bears
game,
big time.
this upcoming game. So I mean, Dominique Robinson, Robert Quinn, Alquadine Muhammad, Travis Gibson, they're gonna have to get pressure in Rodgers' face, get to him
Absolutely.
and stifle that offense. My second key, of course, is that just like what you said, Justin Fields, he needs to check his checkdowns. Take what the defense gives you, man. Don't try to always go for the deep passes, because if you do, more likely you're gonna get the ball intercepted. Like last game when he threw in a like double coverage to Darnell Mooney, uh, San Francisco was able to get that interception. Like
Absolutely.
what's his name was open in that slant route. Cole Kmet was open in a slant route, wide open. He could have got at least 5-6 yards, even the first down. You gotta take what your offense gives you, or what the defense gives you, man. If you see that your guys aren't open, don't go over there. If you see one other guy that's open, one of your second or third reads are open, take your checkdowns, because that's the formula to winning, to that you're gonna have to do to win this game, man. And the third key, to beating this Green Bay Packers team, of course, is that you also got to get the run game going. Create a run
Okay.
game.
Yeah.
Um, you have to utilize not only um, David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert, but you also got to incorporate some RPOs that's going to allow Justin Fields to run or get out the pocket, allow this offense to be unpredictable. Um, because you see what he did to San Francisco, even in the second half, or even times in the first half, where he was able to get out the pocket, or when they were able to run a certain amount of bootlegs, like he was able to get out the pocket and he was able to run for like maybe 10, 15 yards. We already know Justin Fields can use his legs, to threaten the defense. And
Absolutely.
so you got to do this to Green Bay, if you want to win. And you also got to, when you're doing that, you also control the time of possession. We got to control the time of possession because
Keep
we
him off
want
that
Aaron Rodgers
field.
to stay off the field as long as possible. I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers on the field. I don't want to give him an inch or a day, a second. I don't want it. I want to keep that Green Bay offense off the field. And yeah, man, those are my 3 keys, man. You got to keep, if you want to win, yeah.
Hell yeah, I about to say, see, our three keys mirror each other because we know what we see out there. It's just, of course, certain things gonna be a little different because it's only 3 keys. We only can say so much on them, but it still mirror each other. We already know that running game got to get established. Just Field can't hold on to
Mm-hmm.
that ball. He got to get Darnell Mooney involved. He got to be able to give a lethal dose of getting Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet involved. He already got the other guys involved. They already found a way to get those guys involved. Now you got to get everybody else involved. Once you
Mm-hmm.
start spreading the ball out, it's much like when Mitch Trubisky started spreading the ball to everybody in 2020. What happened? Bears start putting up 30 a game. I'm not saying the Bears gonna put up
Or in
30 in this
2018.
game. Right, yeah, 2018 as well.
Mm-hmm.
You got to spread that ball out. You got to give a lethal dose to everybody. Once you spread that ball to everybody, that makes it so much harder for a team to key on your team. And you got a very athletic quarterback too, so they can't afford to stay up close. But if you're not getting a pass down the field, that allows that safety to move up. That allows those corners to press on your receivers because they know that you're not going deep. They know that nothing is coming that way. So they allow them to come up on that. Which by the time your receivers get open, your quarterback is running for his life, or he's sacked. So the Bears definitely have to do that. And like I said, with stopping the run, you stop the run, it makes it easier to stop the pass. We know that the receivers got a habit of dropping the ball early, but that don't mean that's going to continue to happen. And that definitely do not mean that's going to happen in this game against the Bears. As far as we know, all of a sudden they start catching the ball. Their catch rating is 99. They get to
Another
killing.
thing that they got to do is that they also got to get Mooney involved. Of course, he's going to be a number 1 receiver. I mean, last week, Minnesota, of course, number 1 receiver, man, was able to completely torch that Green Bay secondary. I think he had like 184 yards for like maybe 9 receptions. Like that was a career high for him. And the way they're Kevin O'Connell was able to scheme up plays to get Justin Jefferson open, when on certain plays was just impeccable and phenomenal. And that's what Luke Getzey's gonna have to do with Darnell Mooney, because Darnell Mooney, I think, is gonna be an X factor this upcoming game, because I mean, I'm not really, besides from Jair Alexander, I'm not really too worried about their secondary. They could figure out some ways to scheme Mooney to get open. But
Yeah,
I mean, one way or another, they're gonna have to get Mooney involved, because we already know what Mooney's potential is and what he can do. So I mean, that's one of the things that they're gonna have to do, if they're gonna have to win against this Packers team.
absolutely. And just like what CG said, get under Rodgers' get under Rodgers' head mentally. 49ers tend to live in Rodgers' head. Well, that's what the Bears basically have to do. They have to find a way that every time you see the Packers, they make them scared again, just like it was with Urlacher.
Lance
Before
Briggs,
Julius
guys.
Peppers, before it was even Julius Peppers, it was
Lance
Alex.
Briggs.
Of course it was Lance Briggs and Peanut
Adewale Agunleye.
Yeah, I was gonna say that out of Wale Agunlaye, Alex Brown, Mark
Tommy Harris.
Anderson, Tommy Harris, Ian Scott, guys like that.
Israel
It
Adonijah.
made him scared. You're right. I was just about to say Israel Donijay when he played D tackle and D end.
Yep.
Then later on, Julius Peppers, Henry Melton, guys like that, guys that just came out of
Ice
nowhere,
Adams.
right? Anthony Adams, and then you had Tim Jennings, Zachary Bowman. You
I
know, I
love
can go
Spice Adams.
on and
That
on
dude's
and
a
on.
character.
Oh yeah, he funny as hell. That man hilarious.
Yeah, man.
But basically, this new regime and this new Bears team has to be able to do that during the later half of Rodgers' career because it hasn't been able to be done since what 2012 on a consistent basis.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole decade that passed since the last time the Bears was able to give Rodgers a major problem. And remember, at that time, the Bears wasn't running a 3-4 defense; they was running a 4-3
They're running a
defense.
3-4 defense.
No, yeah, they was running a 4-3 defense under the Tampa 2.
Yeah, Tampa 2. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No,
I'm sorry.
that's
Green Bay runs a 3-4 defense. Green
right.
Bay, I know they run a 3-4 defense. But
Now, it was at a time they used to run a 4-3 as well when they used to have Kabir, Bajabi, and Miller,
mm-hmm.
Nick Harris, Nick Barrett. This is man. I'm going back.
We're going like 2000s.
Right, when they had Amon Green and everything else, when they had man, what was
Ricky
that coach
Manning
name?
Jr.
No, they ain't have Ricky Manning Jr. Bears have Ricky Manning Jr. Ricky Manning Jr.
Oh,
only
okay. He's
played
looking at him like Ricky Manning
right
Jr.
because Ricky Manning Jr. played for the Carolina Panthers when they went to Super Bowl, and he played for the Bears when they went to Super Bowl.
Mm.
Absolutely, Ricky Manning Jr. That man, I remember his 2006 year with the Bears. He picked off 5, 6 passes that year and ran back like 2 or 3 of them for a touchdown. Tracy Porter, he was okay. He wasn't really that good once he got with the Bears. His heyday was with the Saints when he picked off Peyton Manning, ran that back for a touchdown. Okay, from your city, okay, bet. But when it come down to it, man, the Bears just gotta find a way to get it done, man. You know, plain and simple. Or it's just gonna be another year
I
where
own you.
right, basically. You know, Bears put up all them points in the second game against the Packers last year, and what happened? Still lost. Why? And of course, Matt
Well, they
Nagy
didn't
was
make any
part of it.
adjustments. That's why.
Right, I was gonna say that. Matt Nagy was the coach. That's why no halftime adjustments,
Mm-mm.
no nothing. You know, it was all. It is
And
what it
plus,
is.
not only that, they were getting Devontae. They're trying to scheme up Devontae Adams away from Jalen Johnson and putting him on Kendall Vildor. And guess what happened? He freaking cooked him.
Absolutely. Okay, Mike.
Yeah,
What would you say?
he was like, we scored 27 points in the first half. He was like so happy. Like, remember they interviewed Matt Nagy, like, oh man, we scored 27 points in the first half. And then second
Yeah, I
half
know.
comes, freaking Green Bay
3
just craps on us.
took a fat shit on us.
Yep.
What would you say the Bears' issue was when we lost to the Packers last in Week 14? Easy, no adjustments. We just spoke on it. No adjustments. Allen Robinson wasn't in the game like he usually be. Darnell Mooney did what he could do. It wasn't good. That's all. Tramon Williams, Nick Collins, Sam Shields. I remember those Packers taking
Oh,
those from
wow.
the early 2010s. Yeah, me too. Here's this bum. Then you say this. You said this last week what the 49ers was gonna do. Oh yeah, they're gonna
Bad
kill the
things to the
Bears.
Care
They're gonna
Bears.
kill you. They're gonna kill
Dude,
you. They're gonna kill you.
he's
And
like
then
the
what
Don
happened?
Burr.
Right, Don Burr Jr.
Don Burr Jr. This is Don Burr's son, CEO.
Right. Illuminati confirmed all the time. Oh yeah, of course, Charles Woodson. Desmond Bishop. Oh yeah, y'all going back.
Wow. Yeah, Charles Wilson was a beast. I ain't gonna lie. Charles Wilson was a beast.
Hell yeah. I about to say shit. I go back further than that. I can't remember his name. Matter of fact, I don't even want to say his name because the man is locked up for rape.
Oh,
He said
damn.
he was a dog. He was a dog. Matter of fact, he was real young. He was a safety when Owens caught the ball for the touchdown and they screamed. It was the catch part 2.
Oh
and
yeah. It was San
Darren.
Francisco.
No, it was Darren Sharper. Darren
Darren
Sharper.
Sharper. What
That's
team
who it
was he
is.
playing for? Was it
He
the
played for the Packers. He played for the
Packers? Oh,
Packers, and he finished his career with New Orleans Saints. I think he got a ring with the Saints.
mm.
Well, at least you showing support, CEO. You bum. No, no, fucking with you. But yeah, like the stream, people. Yes, sir. Like the stream. Continue to keep liking the stream. Yes, sir.
So, what's his name?
Everybody
CG
saying
Ha
what's
Cliff
good.
Dick's funniest name ever. Yeah, Darren
Let's see.
Sharper. Okay, so he
I'm
was
just
the
saying.
safety. Then.
Yeah, Darren Sharper was a strong. He played strong and free safety.
Mm. Jack of all
Yeah,
trades, man.
right. He was very, very good. Very good. It was just a shame that yeah, that man like to do too much. So that's all.
Right.
I'm just
Did
saying
you
if
see
we're gonna beat the Packers,
that
we have
Chargers
to
game?
keep scoring. Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw a little bit of it. I really watched YTC stream when they was
Oh,
up 17-7, and then I left to go do something. Then I come back, I turn on the radio and it say Chiefs
17-17.
Chiefs right, Chiefs is up 27 or 24. No, it was 24-17. I said, what? So what the hell? Well, that's the Chiefs for you. So if we're going to beat the Packers, we have to keep scoring because you can't take Aaron Rodgers lightly. Of course we can't. Who is ever going to take that man lightly? Only, God probably take that man lightly on a football field because that man be smoking people on a regular. Of course he
Well,
didn't do
during
it
the regular
last week.
season, but not playoffs.
Right. We had regular season most of the time he choke it up or his team fuck it up or his coach fuck it up. But we all know what CG is capable of. I mean, I said CG because I'm looking at CG. We all
Rodgers.
know what Aaron Rodgers is capable of doing. He's capable of just dominating the game like he always do. He's been dominating the game, and that's what he's going to continue to do. All the way until he retires. It's just that the Bears have to make sure they give him consecutive losses. This will be the first time he had consecutive losses since 2018. We know what happened that year. The Bears went to the playoffs. Of course, we also know what happened in the end, but that was a magical season that could have been great if we had a kicker. We already got a kicker now.
And
Now
ever
everything
since
else has to come into play.
Matt LaFleur has been head coach, they never lost back-to-back games. So they're
I
9-0.
know. Yeah, also, they the first team under Matt LaFleur, the first team to have 3 consecutive 13-win seasons
That's
in
crazy.
NFL history. No other team has done it. That means Dan Marino, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, none of them have done it. Aaron Rodgers is the only team that's done it under Matt LaFleur.
He's a great quarterback, man, Hall of Famer. But when it
Yeah.
comes to the playoffs, he's a regular quarterback.
Hey, that's what matters most. Bears were
That's what
giving the
matters
Packers a
most.
run for their money last year.
And don't get me wrong, Aaron Rodgers,
Y'all took the
great
pedal off the
quarterback.
gas. Yeah,
Great
of course.
quarterback. But usually when he goes down, like if you see like a lot of the times when his team goes down, like he just gets so flustered. He gets so frustrated. He
Of
never
course.
ever he doesn't really keep his composure as great as he is. Because when his team goes down, like they get blown out bad.
Yeah, of
But
course. When he get to tweaking,
I
already know.
And that's what separates, like Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning, because when they would go down, well, aside from that 2013 Super Bowl, but other than that, Peyton Manning, like he would be down in certain times, but he always would keep his composure. Same with Tom Brady, that 28-3 Super Bowl when they were down 28-3. I bet $200 with that for that game. I thought the Patriots were gonna lose. I'm like, man, I'm gonna lose $200. I was pissed, but Tom Brady, being Tom Brady, he engineered that comeback to beat
The
them.
greatest comeback.
Engineered that comeback. He kept his composure. He never got he never let the moment get too big. He never let the moment get too large for him. You know, he kept his team composed. They were able to drive, take, you know, multiple drives down the field, score touchdowns, and win the game. You know, and so if you know if the Bears want to win this game, man, they're gonna have to have a great and fast start. They're gonna have to score fast and try to take the lead, you know, early on as much as they can. You know, if they want to, you know, beat, you know, Rodgers. And like I said, control the time of possession, man. You got to control that time of possession. Keep the Packers off the field as much as you can because we already know what Rodgers can do, man. So, yeah, man, we're going to have our hands full, you know, whether we like it or not this Sunday, man. Like Sunday Night Football, man.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I'm actually looking forward to the game, even though over the history of time, Bears don't do too well on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, I know.
Like I'm talking about over the past 15 years. Over the past 15 years, the Bears have not done particularly well on Sunday Night Football unless they play Pittsburgh. Majority of the time, the Giants, the Cowboys. Well, I'm just saying night games, period. Well, that's Thursday and Sunday night and Monday night.
Monday night, yeah.
Yeah, those are particular teams that they tend to match up well at night. Now, of course, they have lost a few in between, but yeah, they done their thing.
But yeah, man,
but when it comes down to the Packers,
those Green Bay games, man, they give me nightmares. Like every time, like I go to sleep, I be thinking like, oh man, Rodgers, that bad man, he be tossing it in the field. And I remember, man, that Sunday Night Massacre, man, 2014. That game gives me nightmares, bro.
Oh man, I went ahead and had a drink and went to sleep that day.
Oh, that day, that year.
Hell yeah, 2014 was a dreadful year. That was like that team won 3 games, but they could have won 11. Like 11 games, they was leading the fourth quarter, and 3 of them they won. 8 games they led in the fourth quarter and lost. I was like, what the hell?
Like we could score. It's just our defense was ass, man. Like we could score points, but our defense was so bad, bro. So bad.
Okay, YTC will be live for that in 24 hours. So I'll be going back and forth watching the game and looking at your stream, YTC. Matter of fact, I made sure to like your video ahead of time. So I think I was a third person to like your video. So if there's any other likes on the, you know, I was a third person like because you already had 2 likes at that time. Beat my Giants on Monday Night Football 2013, 27, 21. And the last
Yeah, I remember 2011. Y'all sacked us like 9 times. You sacked Jay Cutler 9 times.
Yeah, I remember that.
In 2011.
Yeah, and then right after that, the Bears wind up winning like 9 of their last 12 games, and then went 11 and then went 11-5. And then, of course, could have went to Super Bowl. Jay Cutler get a grade 3 MCL sprain. Caleb Haney enters the game. That was actually 2010, 2011.
And who was that other quarterback? The third string quarterback was the guy was like on his last leg. That was his last year, actually. Damn, what was his name? There's a third string quarterback.
I can't remember his name. But I think I know who you talking about. But yeah, I think it was.
That was his last year that he played. I forgot his name though. Damn, what was his name?
I can't remember.
Oh, Todd Collins. Todd Collins.
Oh my God, that dude.
Yeah, Todd Collins.
I remember when he played that one game for Jay Cutler because he got a concussion. That man threw for like negative 17 yards. Matt Forte had to run for 167 yards against the Panthers just to win the damn game. And the Bears still won because their defense was that good. Caleb Haney, yeah, I remember that bum. Jimmy Clausen, oh my God, that dude needs to go on ahead and
Matt Barkley. Remember Matt Barkley?
Matt Barkley was serviceable. He might have threw a lot of picks, but he didn't give a fuck. He went out there and he played his ass off. Kudos and respect to Matt Barkley, even though I don't care for USC too much, but he's one of the last of the Pete Carroll people to come out before Pete Carroll went back to the NFL.
Dude, how many quarterbacks have we had since Lovie Smith got fired? We had Jay Cutler, Caleb Haney.
Jay Cutler was there with Lovie Smith, so you can't count him. You gotta count everybody
after Lovie Smith got fired.
Okay, so it was already Jay Cutler was a part of it, so you can X him out. Caleb Haney, Mark Sanchez, Doug Collins,
Todd Collins.
What was the black dude? What was the black dude that played for Penn State that wound up he played for Washington Redskins and then went to the Bears?
I know you're talking about that black quarterback.
Yeah, because he came out with Robbie Gould in 05.
Yeah, he did. What was his name?
He was so trash with the Bears.
Yeah, he was horrible. Yeah, he was.
Of course, Matt Barkley.
He played in 2012, I believe. It was 2012.
Yeah. Who else was it? Oh my God, Josh McNown.
Yeah.
Josh McCown.
He was cold in 2013.
Yeah.
Jason Campbell.
Yeah, Jason fucking Campbell. Yep.
Jason Campbell. Yeah. Jason Campbell.
Okay. Mitchell Trubisky. What's that dude name that was behind Trubisky that some goofy ass fans was trying to say?
Buff Fumble?
No, I already said Mark Sanchez. I'm talking about what's his name?
Oh, direct neck ass. Giraffe neckhead ass. What's his name? Giraffe neck. Oh my God, I can't remember his name.
Right. I'm about to say YTC. You should know his name.
That's what I call him.
You know his name because he the reason why the Bears smoked the shot at the Giants last year.
We smoked him, yeah.
Him.
And then what's the name? Broke that record.
Who else? No, I'm talking about he was Mike Glennon.
Yeah, Mike
fucking Glennon. He came after Mike Glennon. He basically blew the game against the Giants after the Bears came back.
Mm-hmm.
In 2018.
Or in 2017.
Chase Daniel. That's who the fuck.
Chase Daniel. Oh yeah, Chase Daniel. Yeah, Chase Daniel. But Chase Daniel was serviceable. He wasn't too bad. It's just
he threw dumbass picks. He was serviceable though. I will say that.
Serviceable. I like Chase, man. He wasn't too bad, except for when he played with the Lions when they got smoked by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 47-7.
Oh my God! And that was the one time I bet the Lions. I put +9 for the Lions. And then by the end of the first quarter, I was like, I lost.
Don't ever bet for the Lions ever.
Oh, never again.
Never,
I said
especially Tampa Bay with Tom Brady.
I said the one time I bet for you fuckers. Oh, I'd have pissed in my hand and throw it on you niggas, you bitches. I was so mad about that. It was. Oh my God. Illuminati confirmed. I couldn't deal with it, man.
Fat Patricia was still coaching, I think, right? Or Matt Patricia. I think he just got fired. Or is he?
I think he was still there. We got fired after that.
Because he got fired midway through the season. I think he got fired after that Houston Texans game.
Right, trying to be Bill Belichick with no damn team. Speaking of pluses, I took the Bears +10 last week against Green Bay. Or this week. Okay.
You got the Bears winning by 10?
No, it's +10 means the Bears won't lose by 10 or more.
Oh, they won't lose by 10. Oh, okay. I thought
minus
+10 means they go over 10.
No, +10 means for your team. -10 means your team must win by 10 or more.
Yeah,
+10 means you betting that your team won't lose by 10.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. Your team,
I thought your team wins by 10. That's what I thought initially.
No, that's +10 for the Bears, -10 for the Packers. If it's -10 for the Packers, then I mean the Packers have to win by 10 or more.
Oh,
If it's plus 10 for the Bears, that means the Bears have to not lose by 10 or more. That means if the Bears lose by 9, YTC wins his bet, and that's a lot of money. That's decent money on that game, depending on how much he bet and if he did a parlay. Matter of fact, that's another thing, Mike.
I can't do
That's what they
parlays.
say.
Parlays are you gotta make sure everything is right precisely with parlays.
Yeah. Now, a guy that was real good at parlays was Dad. I'm Dad. How about you? That's Michael, the one I used to do the podcast with at first. He was real good at parlays. Matter of fact, we used to do a segment where the parlays will be in play. Well, he'd talk about the parlays for people to do that, people that bet, and tell them what to do because he was real good at it. He knew how to. He'd be him and did some shit and walked away with like $200-300. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Let me see about that.
I mean, I need to meet your dude, man. He gonna make me win some money, sure.
Yeah, I'm about to say one of these days, man, Mike, if you still watching, man, just let me know if you want to be a part of it, and we'll hop you right on. We'll
We could
throw
do
you
like
on
some
there.
parlays, like Bet Rivers or DraftKings, all that.
Right. You can just come in and do that segment where it's strictly just you talking about what to do for parlays every week. If that's something that you want to do. If you want to get back on that, man, we don't have a problem including you on that. Real talk. What's going on, Seahawk Eddie? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
Yeah, your Seahawks won against the Broncos.
Hell yeah. Good start to y'all. Real talk. Good fucking start.
Freaking
For
Nathaniel
parlays,
Hackett.
I'm betting in first halves. I bet teams to score this amount of points by first half. Okay. What's up, Eddie? Eddie's. Oh, okay. What's going down?
Hey, and not YTC, CG, man. You better hope you don't lose to the Seahawks, man. I swear.
Oh,
Don't lose to the
Seahawk.
Seahawks.
I'm about to say that. That means Seahawk Eddie. I might see Seahawk Eddie face for the first time. He gonna
be cheese.
He's like, bro. He gonna pop up and be like, we 2-0 on life. What's going on, CIA? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? What's going down with you? Shoot, nothing,
and,
man. Just me and Kofi doing it.
Oh yeah, and Triple
What you was
G
finna say?
Triple G and what's his name? Canelo Alvarez are gonna fight tonight.
Yeah, I know that. I seen a little bit of it. They was doing the prelims when I looked at it on YouTube. I just went back through it. I was like, okay. I took Steelers getting 10 by half, along with Washington getting 13 by half, and the Saints getting 10 by half, and a coach win. That's decent. That looks pretty likely to happen. The only one that might be fucked up is the Steelers, depending on what scheme they run correctly with Mitchell Trubisky, and if they know how to do it right, and if they do, then you straight. Oh, okay. Just so happened, CIA watching.
They're fighting are they fighting? I don't think they're fighting exactly right now. They usually fight like around like 11, because that's the main event fight.
Right. He just saying he watching the pay-per-view at least.
Prelims.
Right. How was my fight? I stopped the guy in the second round 2 Sundays ago. I gotta get to my girl computer. I think I left it in my car somewhere, in my truck somewhere. I got shit in my truck, so I gotta take this stuff out. And once I do, then I'd be able to actually put the CD in her goddamn in her laptop and upload it. And then after that, everything will be straight. So I stopped the guy in the second round. First, I was whooping the guy. The guy was complaining about his balls, even though I ain't hit him nowhere near there. I was hitting him in his face and his chest majority of the time. Then after that, he complained, talking about I broke my hand. My teammate see him after his fight. He's just sitting there chilling.
No, he just didn't want to fight you. He was too scared.
Exactly. I'm like, this dude.
Oh, he said we also get finally Spence and Crawford November 19th. Oh, that's gonna be a good fight.
Oh,
hell yes.
That's 3-4 years in the making. Finally.
Man, that's gonna be a good ass fight.
Who you got?
Man,
I got Spence.
I like Crawford. Crawford, like he's a good man. He's a good fighter. Like
Yeah, he can
he
fight
has
both ways,
yeah, he could
orthodox
definitely fight
and
both ways.
southpaw.
You could fight unorthodox or like you could fight like southpaw. Pick your poison. But Earl Spence, like he definitely has that endurance. Like he's very durable, man. Like very very durable. So I mean, I think I got Crawford, bro. I think I got Crawford. Crawford, he's unpredictable. You don't know what he's gonna pull out of the back of his pocket.
Yeah, but so we just gonna have to see how it go, man.
Yeah,
Now I'm picking Spence, but now if Crawford wins, would I be surprised? No. If Spence wins, would I be surprised? I wouldn't be surprised if neither one of them guys was to win because it's just gonna be an excellent fight. Now, if it's an early stoppage, now that was gonna surprise me.
that's
Someone
gonna
getting
be a
knocked out early.
surprise.
That's the one that's gonna have me
Like
like,
like when
what?
like when Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar for like 1 minute and 24 seconds.
Oh yeah, everybody was like, what? Yeah,
What?
but that's a 50-50 fight, but I'm going with Spence just because I like his resume from his fights he had. Yeah. And he was doing his thing after, remember, after the car accident. He still came back. He damn near died in
Yeah,
that
he was
car
still
accident.
winning.
Came back
He was
and was
still winning.
murdering people. Didn't skip a beat whatsoever. So yeah, we're just gonna
I
have
was
to
gonna
see how
say,
it goes.
who do you got against the Buccaneers and the Saints?
Bucks. If it
Bucks.
was Drew Brees Saints, then I'd be like, I don't know. Tell you the truth. If it was Drew
But
Brees Saints, I wouldn't know at all.
but the Saints, they're undefeated against the Buccaneers in the regular season.
Yeah, but most of the time that's with Drew Brees. One time with Jameis Winston.
Yeah. Well, I think Jameis Winston played one of those games. It was Trevor Siemian who started. I remember one of the games. I think Jameis Winston. He was hurt. I think, and
And
then
Trevor Siemian won the
Trevor
game.
Siemian. Yeah, I think he was starting one of those games, and I think with the head coach, he was the defensive coordinator. They ended up beating the Bucks 9-0. They didn't score a single point.
Oh my goodness.
They shut their offense completely down. Man,
I'd have been mad. Then I'd have tried to pull a James Harden. I'd have been like, oh my beard,
and whoever
run.
bet the Bucks to win that game and to cover, I mean, I feel sorry for you, buddy. I'm like, whoever bet that team, I'm like, they lost a lot of money.
Yeah, it's all bad. But like I said, man, just back on subject, just real quick, just with the Bears, because we've been talking about a whole bunch of subjects. People that tune in, we did talk about the Bears, but but we will implement other subjects because this is the main event podcast. We only talk about stuff that's inquired with the main event, and everything we're talking about,
Right.
it's a main event type of shit. So, but just the Bears have to find a way to win. I don't know if they will. If they do, I'm gonna be absolutely happy. There's one thing I
Oh,
do
and
say.
speaking of the Bears, what did you think about what Bart Scott said, saying they're barely a professional team?
That's the reason why Bart Scott got CTE. Bart Scott got
Exactly.
CTE. That's what he got. He
And Mike Martz got Alzheimer's.
oh, I heard about Mike Martz. Mike Martz can I'm listen, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be more, more professional this year.
Trying to be
So
PG, I know.
no, I'm trying to be PG-13, you
PG
know.
13.
Right, not PG-13, Bad News Bears PG-13.
And if they lose, rated R.
Yeah, yeah. Rated adult, because I'm finna snap. I'm gonna tell the truth, what it is. It is what it is. But we getting ready to end this podcast, guys. Shit, man. Well, we just happy that everyone was able to tune in, of course, to the second episode of the Main Event Podcast. We will try to keep y'all updated on which channel will it be on next week. Will it be on KL Sports Talk channel? Will it be on this channel? We both got the updated intro, so just make sure to tune in to the Main Event Podcast.
Hit that
It
like
seems
button. Like
right.
button.
Make sure you hit that like button. Last year, it was every Friday. It seemed like this year the Main Event Podcast will be every Saturday since schedules have changed, and we still making things work no matter what. So yeah, just make sure to tune right into the Main Event Podcast every Saturday at 8 o'clock. That would be the new time. Last year was 5 o'clock. So just make sure to tune in to that. We will try to make sure you keep you be updated on which channel it will be on from now on. If it does switch to KO Sports Talk channel next time, I just make sure to give you the info to let you know to tune in to the KO Sports Talk channel. If it is on mine, of course I'll give you I'll just put the make sure that'll get posted out there sooner so that everyone know exactly what is going on. So, KO, you got anything else you want to say before we end it?
Oh, just like you said, like the channel so you can get the YouTube algorithm up. Subscribe to Joe DePitney's channel, and also subscribe to my channel.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow I'm gonna do a post game show. I'm gonna do a halftime show for on my channel. So stay tuned for more updates about Bears videos. I give you some of the most latest updates with Bears channels. And like I said, man, let's prove the world wrong, the national media wrong, that this Bears team is no team to be pushed over. And let's show Green Bay that, that we are the monsters of the Midway. But anyway, guys, bear down. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Try to shock the media for the second week straight and have them looking crazy as hell. I love when the media be backtracking, be like, "Oh, I thought the Bears were gonna win the whole time. I was just talking."
And they're always going to make excuses. Oh, Aaron Rodgers receivers, they're dropping passes. He has no help. Blah blah this,
Right.
blah blah that.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is, man. It is what it is with them. But make sure once again and tune into the Main Event Podcast. And also tune into the return of the Main Event Podcast. Also tune into Kofi Ohemi, of course, KO Sports Talk, sports hangouts that he does with what's Chuck's last name?
Chuck Miller.
Okay, with Chuck Miller. I'm gonna make sure I remember that. With Chuck Miller, he does that at least twice a week. Every blue moon, I can't hop on, but Chuck,
Every
yeah,
Tuesday.
every Tuesday. So, but Chuck Miller is the main guy to be on there every blue moon if I get the chance to. I may hop on, but they be on so early I'd be at school. But just make sure to tune in to that every week. It'd be good content. It'd be excellent content. I promise you. It doesn't matter whether you are a Bears fan or whoever fan. Just make sure to tune in to that.
Yes, sir.
But as usual, man. All right, KO. All right, people.
All
Until
right, guys.
next time, tune out.
Okay. So bring that mean it's lit. I do involve me